Happy Wednesday, everybody. I just ate a little lunch, so happy Wednesday. A few days ago, we talked about the power of beliefs. Today, I wanted to talk about the power of your mind. Now, in the scriptures, Romans 12:2, it says, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So, of course, in the Christian realm, in the gospel terms, we talked about how Christ could literally come in, transform our minds, and transform everything. But let's talk about in general. Your mind is something powerful. Your mind is either an appreciating asset or a depreciating asset. And here's what I've come to find out. I remember when I was younger, like 18 through 21, around that area, all I wanted to do was get a nice car or some nice gym shoes, things like that. But really, a nice car is what I was really focusing on. But what I really didn't think about was a car is such a depreciating asset, which means it goes down in value. Your mind is a appreciating asset, which means it can go up in value, or it could be depreciating, which means your mind could go down in value. Now, the funny thing is, when we get a new car, if anybody comes in that car, junks it up, if a bird poops on the car, we're like, yo, man, get this junk out of my car, or wipe that off, man. I think a bird just pooped on it. Or don't lean in my car. Don't lean on my car. Don't junk up my car. So what's funny is the things that we value the most are depreciating assets. But something like our mind, we'll let our friends dump junk in our minds. We'll let ourselves watch poisonous news or ridiculous shows where we're dumping junk in our mind continuously. And we won't get mad about that. But when it comes to stepping on my shoes, and you all know a fresh pair of Jordans, I don't care if they're Jordans, after you wear them things one time, the value of them go down. Who would go pay $200 or $300 for a pair of Jordans when the value of the shoe is going to go down? Or if you say, hey, somebody wore these, but you can have them, whatever. So the point I'm trying to make is our minds are either appreciating or depreciating, depending on what we're feeding into them. And this is why it's so important for us to do things like read. Of course, I read the Bible every day, but it's so important to read anything that's going to uplift you, encourage you, or anything that's in your field. And I would recommend at least 30 minutes a day. You can stretch it to an hour if you can. And this is why it's important to listen to different things. I love listening to music, but I also listen to educational audio books and programs. And this is why it's important to go to seminars and different trainings and classes just to be around some like-minded people to feed your mind, because our minds have no limit on them. But you know what has a limit on them? That nice car that we like. And I'm not against a nice car. I'm not against nice shoes. I'm not against nice things in general, nice physical things. But God has given you something in your mind that you could obtain all those things or more just by your what you appreciate in your mind. So I don't want to be too deep. I always say I don't want to be too deep, but it really is kind of deep. Let's use our minds as effective tools and weapons that God has given you to use. So this is Jonathan White signing off. I pray you all have a blessed rest of the week. Happy Wednesday to you all. Feed your mind the good consistently over time and watch the difference it makes. God bless you all. Peace.